take a look at how you can generate your web automations in real time. So let me take you through the web automation. So we will connect one specific machine. Now let me take a Mac machine here. I can just connect to any browser machine. So like physical real mobile devices, we do support for the web automations or even for the web testing scenarios. So where you can run through all your websites, you can test your applications. In case if it's a manual test, you can just log in, launch your application, and then perform test across various different scenarios that you wanted to test. You may also sit with different resolutions in case of something where you want to see the behavior of your applications in real time. Yeah, you may capture screenshots while you're testing. So these are some of the capabilities from the manual testing standpoint that we already have. So now let's get into the Qpilot mode. So this is something which is of area for interest. Yeah, I can just go ahead and then provide my details. Again, I have a feature file already created. Yeah, I can just publish this for the benefit of the time, and of course the URL. Yeah, that's a URL. I say it as web automation. Right, and now let me go ahead and then save it. Yeah, I can even create a suite in case if I want to create it and then provide some meaningful name to my test case, right? One, and then go ahead and then generate. So once I generate the scripts, again now Qpilot will come into action, right? So yeah, it's just launch the application and then it will go ahead and then perform all the different actions that you have been written in the form of a natural language. So again, the approach behind the scenes is pretty much the same that we have seen for the mobile. We just wanted to show even how it works for web automation. So now you may execute it across multiple platforms as well. You might have created the automation script on one platform. Say for in this case, it's Mac machine. Now, if I would like to execute the same script on the mobile automation on the Windows operating system, I can do that as well. So you don't have to change anything as such. Just select the required OS and the browser that you want to execute, and you can execute. And plus, additionally, you also have an option of integrating with all the different the CI servers in case if you are triggering your build and you have your CI servers in place. So that's something which you can integrate and test. So without any effort, again, just imagine if I have to write a piece of a code. So there are a lot of dependencies. Again, there is a dependency on right skill source, right resources, where the user has to understand the language, and also creating the scripts. It's a time-consuming effort, right? So all these are, something which we can overcome and just create the scripts. Even a non-technical user, this is not just focused only for the technical user. Even a non-technical user can provide the steps in simple English and natural level language and then execute it. So the execution happens, which you can see it on the screen. So it will perform all the actions that you have generated, and it will take you through each of the different steps, right? It performs. So based on the agentic AI approach, so it will just go and locate the objects, gets inside the DOM structure, gets the relevant XPath, and then identifies and it validates all that can be done. And further moving on, we will also help you, from the customization standpoint. You may wish to add certain assertions or validations. So all this can be done. So that's something which we will be releasing in our upcoming releases. So watch out for the updates again. Yeah, so it's just getting completed. So we'll wait for this to get over, and then once this is there, I'll just quickly show you how you can execute it on the real browser machines, right? Of course, as I mentioned, so we will also have a scheduler in place. So for example, if you want to schedule it for a specific date and time, or a specific on a specific Windows machine or a Mac machine with specific browser, so you can we can always do that as well. So we want your support as well, in this, so you can test all your complex scenarios. It's not just focused on one specific technology. As I mentioned, it's a technology agnostic, so you can test. So we are open to support you in this journey, and so look forward for all your participations, and go through the trial of our on the Qpilot side, execute with your scenarios, and we can work with you and then help you out in this journey. All right, I think we are pretty much there. So let me just check where we are. Yeah, I think it's the last step, one step that is pending. So it'll just add to cart, and then yeah, I think we are good. So yeah, I think it's completed. So as you can see, the execution, the script generation is pretty much done. So once this is done, you'll be notified with a pop-up wherein you can just get into the Qpilot dashboard. So let's get into the Qpilot dashboard. Yeah, so there's the web automation. Yeah, so here's my script. All right, so it's generated. Yeah, so script again, you can just run through the script. You can have deep dive. Again, we have support for multi language even for the web automation. It's not limited to any specific language. We are going to add few more languages in our upcoming weeks. All right, so yeah, I can just quickly have a review of my script. Yeah, if everything is well, or if I have to copy the code, I can just copy it and then execute it. So let's go ahead and then execute. Yeah, I can just go ahead and execute either on Windows and Mac, as I mentioned earlier. So let me execute on Mac. Right, execution has been triggered. Let's get into the live section. Yeah, we'll wait for the agent to pick up the machine. So once that's picked up, you will be able to see a, yeah, I think it's picked, a Mac machine on the Ventura OS version. Yeah, so this will be seamless. So the execution can be done. I mean, you may execute it on multiple machines, multiple browser versions, different OS versions. So it will be pretty much seamless. And also very important thing Avinash talked about during his presentation is on the maintenance part of your test scripts, right? So we often struggle to maintain the scripts. What happens when there is a new build? Right, so that's something where the QA engineers try to put more effort, understand the change, and then create the script. So there's a lot of time again being spent. So with Qpilot comes with its inbuilt self-healing approach, which automatically does your all your maintenance part. So it will just quickly regenerate the scripts, and then you will be able to exit. So there's no it's a hassle-free from the maintenance standpoint. You don't have to worry about the changes which comes in at the object property level. So it's something which has been taken care. And yeah, so now, as you can see, the execution pretty much just happened. I mean, over the fly. I mean, we didn't see any challenge at all. So I was able to execute. So likewise, I can execute it even on the Windows machines or any other machine that I want to execute. Of course, CI/CD, even through CI/CD.